Good afternoon, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back with your afternoon update. It's around 5 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's still damp and dreary, but we have not got any significant rain. Some areas in the Boston area got a lot of rain. There were a lot of flash flooding and a lot of damage in winds and stuff like that. But all of this is over, and beginning tomorrow, the sun will be back out and lower humidity and stuff like that, which is pretty good. We're getting to go back into a summertime weather pattern that's nice and comfortable. But don't get used to it, because we're going to have a lot of hot and humid days and stuff. And soon we're probably going to be getting 90 degrees again, hazy, hot, and humid. Some sports news to report. The Boston Celtics are still interested in Timberwolves star Kevin Love, and there's trade talking again with him. But I don't know if this is going to get Kevin Love to Boston. I don't think Kevin Love's going to come to Boston. I think he's going to go to either Cleveland or Golden State or the Lakers, because the Celtics don't have too many assets to give the Timberwolves right now. And also, Fox Sports has been getting a lot of heat because they did not acknowledge the recent passing of Tony Gwynn, who passed away of cancer at the age of 54 last month. They were getting a lot of heat by the press and fans because of not acknowledging his death in the All-Star game last night. Sad. They should have took some time to acknowledge the death of Tony Gwynn, because he was a Hall of Famer and All-Star, one of the great ambassadors to Major League Baseball of all time. It's sad, but I don't think the Hall of Fame ceremonies will do that. They're going to acknowledge his death when they have the Hall of Fame ceremonies next Sunday afternoon in Cooperstown, New York at 1 p.m. They don't do that to Hall of Famers who passed away during a year. Well, my next subject is about my continuing series on who should be a Hall of Famer. I've been doing this series ever since these blogs on particular players from Major League Baseball, the NFL, the NBA, and NHL. Today, I have my next subject, and it's about shortstop Omar Vizquel. Is Omar Vizquel a Hall of Famer? Omar Vizquel played 24 seasons in the major leagues with the Mariners, Indians, Giants, Rangers, White Sox, and Blue Jays. He's one of only 29 players to play in 4 different decades: the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and 2010s. And he's the last Major League Baseball position player to play. Well, he was born in the 60s, and the last Major League Baseball player to be active in 2012 and play in the 1980s. Omar Vizquel's career batting average was .272. He had 2,877 hits. He hit 80 home runs and drove in 951 RBIs. He won 11 Gold Gloves during his career, including 9 in a row from 1993 to 2001. He played in 3 All-Star games. He's third in all-time assists from any fielder, and he's 6th among shortstops. He has the most games played by any Major League shortstop in history with 2,968. He has a .985 career fielding percentage. In the postseason, he hit only 250 in the postseason in 57 games. And is he a future Hall of Famer? He's probably a borderline candidate at best. He's one of the best fielding shortstops of all time, next to Ozzie Smith. But Omar Vizquel never won a World Series. He didn't even finish in the top 10 MVP voting that I could recall. And Ozzie Smith's the best, who's a Hall of Fame. Ozzie Smith, who's the best defensive shortstop, is a Hall of Famer because he was known for amazing plays and also with his bat. Ozzie Smith, I think, finished runner-up in the 1987 National League MVP race, while Omar Vizquel never made a top 10 in MVP voting, and I think that's going to hurt him. And he's eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2018 with the first-year candidates Chipper Jones and Jim Thome. to tell you the truth, I think Omar vizquel might be one of those candidates who sticks around 15 years but maybe gets little or no support. But he'll probably get above 5%, the threshold to keep him on the ballot. But I don't really see him getting the 75% votes necessary to be in the Hall of Fame. And it's kind of a very shame that he's a good defensive shortstop, but I think he was overshadowed in his era by a lot of great shortstops, and that's kind of a shame, but I don't really see him going into the Hall of Fame. That's my opinion. I'll be back with my third and final video blog of the night, and it's about one of the best WWE feuds of all time, Bret Hart against Owen Hart. I'll see you later, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Bye!